Alright students, welcome to your Brick Break tutorial. We'll be making a few functions today in order to set up the bricks that our ball will need to break as he bumps into them. You'll first start off by noticing we have a lot of global variables to work with, including ones that are going to base our brick sizes, our brick spacing, as well as the brick height and width. We'll get to the paddle height width as well as the ball radius in the next episode. We start off in our start function. Our goal is to call something called the drawBricks function. Its purpose will to create the Y positions that each row will be using. To do this, we define a Y position based on our global variable called brick top offset. We then use a for loop to go down the number of rows that we want by increasing our Y position based on the brick's height and brick spacing. As we keep increasing that Y position, we keep calling the drawRow function to create each row individually. Now the actual drawRow function will be creating the 10 bricks that are going to go in that particular row. Just like when we set up the columns, for the rows we need to define a X position based on the brick spacing. We'll use another for loop to create the 10 specific bricks that are going to go in that particular row, and we're going to be using our next function called the drawBrick function with a few parameters so we can define the specific location of each brick based on X and Y positions. You'll also notice that we increase our X position based on our brick width and brick spacing, just the same way we increase our Y position in the previous function. Lastly, we actually need to create the said brick. We do that by using the parameters X, Y, and color. We got those from our previous functions for X position and Y position. And we use our classic 4 lines of code to create a brand new rectangle known as brick. Now, the only thing that you will be doing differently is we will have a color variable here. And I started off by using the function called getColorForRow using the row number that we're currently on. To get that returning, well, we're just going to randomize the color so that each of these guys are going to be a different color each time. If things go well, you should get a result that looks like this. You can run it, and run it, and run it, and we have nice, beautiful looking bricks. They're all evenly spaced and all random colors. In the situation that we don't want to use random brick colors and we want them to be the more traditional multicolored system, we're going to be using a parameter known as the row number to define each particular row's color. So I'll first start by commenting out my random color, and then I'll use an if statement here, or I'll start off with a row num and make it equal to whatever row num is with a remainder of 8 for the 8 different rows that we have. Now, as we do that, we can say if our row number is less than or equal to 1, this will be for our very first 2 rows. And we'll go ahead and return color.red. After we figured out our red color, we can use the exact same principle then to set up our orange, green, and blue. And if run correctly, you'll notice that now we get a bunch of different colors on there. It looks like I have one extra row than expected, so I'll probably have to make some small changes to my code.